Hello and welcome to the D&D stories. So, for this, I've decided that I'm going to make some stuff a bit more episodic of sorts. Going over baselines and then actually telling the story of a campaign, more episodic than anything else. And to start things off, this is going to be the proper first episode, I guess, of the Tales of Yuichiro. And to give context, Yuichiro was a original character made by my brother for a Yu-Gi-Oh concept. And then, just because we could, we ended up deciding that for a Super Robot Wars campaign that I was theorizing about at the time, that he was going to use it for that. And thus he did. And now we can begin the story. So, the year begins in 2199, when Earth is under attack by the Gamelon forces. And because of that, Earth's inhabitants have decided to live underground. But there's a catch. There's a hierarchy. Basically, as the radiation lowers deeper and deeper into the ground, people are forced to live lower and lower. And the rich people want to stay on the surface, but any people that they deem homeless or worthless, they cast aside to be the ones that dig the tunnels underground for the people to live in later. Come in Yuichiro, one of these people that is told to dig the tunnels, and she goes to the local duel academy for learning. And she is, while not friends, fully aware of the work of two people that do constant ruckuses around the underground area. Shimon and Kamina. And on this one day, Kamina decides it's time to break through to the surface. Simply to see what's out there, as they really haven't seen anything on the surface, especially not Shimon. Considering that they've been stuck underground for the past 10 years. So, they break through the first barrier leading up to the current main inhabitants area. And before they could keep going, with Yuichiro somehow getting wrapped into all this with Kamina and Shimon, gets stopped by the guards before they can finally break through the last barrier. But because of their great, I guess, just will and strength, they end up getting called in to a special group of sorts. And this special group area is a Yamato deck for a new battleship that is going to be launched. Kamina agrees to join immediately, just because he, wants to pierce the heavens. A spaceship is probably the easiest way to do so, and if it means helping people, he's all for it. Shimon, not knowing what to do, decides to tag along anyways. And Yuichiro gets her eye caught by something in a random hangar, which is a robot that vaguely resembles a card that she owns. And immediately after this, there's an immediate surge of an earthquake of sorts, and it is identified to be gamelons. Kamina and Shimon run out. Kamina because he's going to fight him with his bare fists, and Shimon because he wants to make sure that Kamina doesn't do anything stupid. To go and fight them. Yes, this means that they went out into the radiation without a suit. Ooh boy. But they don't care. And one of the Gamelon ships unearths something with one of the missiles. And it has it seems mechanical, and it has a hole in it for that fits Shimon's key. If any of you have watched Gurren Lagann, you know exactly what this is. And something else that was unearthed nearby, seeming extremely ancient, is another machine that Kamina decides to hop into. And they seem to be doing pretty well. But of course, then comes a large battleship right over the Yamato, and Shimon and Kamina are not really close enough to help out with that. Yuichiro, still in the hangar, then feels a surge of energy and then hears a voice saying, "Draw your dual disc." And she does, and immediately she finds herself teleported and docked into the robot that vaguely looks like her card. She launches up the Dancer of Necros. And she ends up handling the battleship herself. With that, the Yamato launches and they head to space. And that's where I'm going to leave things for this first episode. And, well, continue with the tales of Yuichiro if you want to keep hearing more. So, until next time, ta-ta.